Welcome to Rick's Diecast Racing, home of the Comitel Raceway. I'm usually joined by my sidekick Sandy, but she's busy getting ready for Custom Carnage. Hey, Sandy! Sidekick Sandy, are you doing all right?
I'm busy.
Okay, see? She's busy getting ready for a Custom Carnage, so she's not going to be up here today. But that's all right. I want to give you a quick little announcement about that. This is going to be our race on Friday. Then come Tuesday is going to be our time trials for Custom Carnage, and back on Friday with W.A.R Racing. And then back on Tuesday for another round of time trial. So Tuesdays is going to be the Custom Carnage, and Fridays is going to be our W.A.R Racing Champions videos. So let's get on to tonight's action, and we hope you enjoy it. Our first car of the night is Old Timer. 2009 Triumph coming in weighing at 37 grams. He has by far exceeded all expectations this season. Up next is one of our two new cars joining us this race. It is going to be Flame, driving for Pups Racing, in the 2020 Mercedes-Benz, weighing in at 38 grams. Up next is a car that joined us last week and just barely did enough to make it onto this week. But he says he's just getting warmed up. It is Twilight, the 2021 McLaren, weighing in at 32 grams. And our last car in this heat is the little car that just keeps rolling down the track. It is Butterball, in the 1966 Volkswagen Beetle, weighing in at 36 grams. Starting us off tonight, up front we're going to have Old Timer on the inside, Flame on the out. In the back row at Twilight on the inside, Butterball on the out. Good luck to all. Let's get some exciting diecast racing action underway. We are racing. And it's going to be Flame just barely edging it out coming down that first straightaway. In that first set of turn, now he's got a bit of a boost on him. And he gets further out there, coming down here into that drifter straight. Oh, the Old Timer just got up on the edge and just got flipped over on his lid. Coming down here to the end is going to be Flame, Butterball, Twilight. What's going on with the timer? Both my track timer and the Old Timer had something in common that last race. They look pretty dim. As you see the Old Timer get up here on that drifter straight, and he starts to drift just a little bit, tries to correct it, gets it up on the end, and then hits the asteroid and flips over on his lid. Not a good start for my track timer or for the Old Timer. It was the newcomer Flame taking lap number 1 here tonight as we are racing. And his Flame out to a bit of a lead again as he comes down that first straightaway. And now he's going to try his defensive tactics out and see how well that's going to work for him. And so far, so good, as he didn't take anybody out. And here comes the Old Timer moving into third place. Nice little pass there on Butterball as we come down here into Widowmaker Run. And Flame's going to get spun out here. And Twilight's going to take the pass. Then Flame, and then Old, and then Butterball. That was some nice racing action going on in that last race. We're going to check it out again. Here is you actually have the Flame putting in a block right there. Nice little defensive maneuver right there. It's hard to get that going without taking anybody else out, which he managed to do. He just did just enough to slow him down. And watch the Old Timer right there being skillful right there in that Armageddon corner, moving into third place. Coming out here to the end. Now watch Flame. He just gets sideways and spins it out. And look at that. What an opportunistic time to take a pass right there for Twilight as he goes on to get first. If it hadn't been for a last second mistake, Flame could have taken both laps. Laps 1 and 2 here, folks, as we are racing. And it's Twilight out to the lead this time. He's got a nice lead coming down here. And him, it looks like the Old Timer's going to be battling. Oh, looky there, you got Butterball. It's all kinds of messed up there. She's going sideways. She's blocking out Flame back there. I don't know what happened to him. As we come down to that final run, it is going to be just Twilight and Old Timer. Coming out of Armageddon corner there, it was Butterball holding up Flame. As sometimes Butterball thinks she's bigger than what she is and gets herself in some bad situations, and this was one of those. Well, Twilight looks like he's the only lock here for first place and get himself into that bonus round this week. It's just not been the cleanest racing, but we are racing. And now you got Butterball out there to the lead, and there he goes, putting in that block again. This could cause some trouble. Nope, he gets back out. It looked like it did cause some Twilight some trouble back there. As you got Butterball that is hold on in first place, and here comes Flame making his way into second place. Just pushing past the Old Timer. It is going to be Butterball, Flame, and then Old Timer. And that's what I get for bragging on Twilight there, as he got held up there on that killer straight thanks to Butterball's blocking. As we go back here and watch the racing action one more time, it was Butterball that decided he was going to be bigger than what he really was and puts in a block on everybody. And that gets him in trouble like it did earlier in this race. But this time he got the Old Timer that just hit him right in the front end and knocked him around. But then Twilight got held up there on that killer straight. You cannot get twisted up there on that killer straight sometimes. But look at that battle that went on there between Butterball and the Old Timers. And the Old Timer just gets blocking out Flame, and Flame just pushes past him for a second place finish, and that's how it went on to finish. It is going to be Twilight and Flame moving on to the bonus rounds this week, as Butterball will once again be back next week doing just enough to keep moving on. And the Old Timer has finally ran out of luck as he has been eliminated, though he definitely has enough points to see him back there in that championship round here in a few races. Starting us off in our second heat of the night, driving for Sean Matthew Racing, it's Creeper. The 2016 Perfect Speed weighing in at 36 grams. Up next is Sunny, the 2013 Lamborghini weighing in at 36 grams. And our second new car of the night, driving for Big Stink 7420, is Blue Bub in the 2021 Porsche 911 weighing in at 34 grams. And our last competitor of the night is the V-Man. From Norman Vern Racing, he'll be driving Oats, a 2018 Charger weighing in at 33 grams. Let's get our second heat of the night started. With up front, we're going to have Creeper on the inside, Sunny on the out. Blue Bub on the inside, Oats on the back row. We are racing. And down to that first corner they go. It is going to be Sunny with the lead now. It's going to be Creeper taking the lead, and Sunny gets spun out. That's not good for him, as Creeper's got a big lead now as we got a battle going on. Oats is trying to get around Sunny here. Can he do it? They're back and forth here, moving around, trying to jockey for position, coming down here to the end. Here comes Blue Bub down here towards the end. It is going to be Creeper, and then there goes Oats making the pass for second. Then Sunny, and then Bub. There was definitely some action going on there in that last race. First off, you have Oats putting in the block on Blue Bub right there. And then Sunny up there in the front, just edging out Creeper. Then Creeper gets the lead. And for some reason, Sunny spins out and goes nose to nose with Oats. And look at Oats trying to find just any way to get around him there on that Armageddon corner. And then down here to Widowmaker run. He's really trying to get around him, but he cannot do it until they get down to that final straight. As I don't know what happened to Blue Bub, as Blue Bub's a good-looking car, and he's pretty fast in time trials and just could not get it going here in this first race. We got a little debris here on the track as it ended up being Creeper. Look at that pass here at the end by Oats, followed up by Sunny and then Bub coming down here late. These drivers better keep it clean if they want any shot at keeping up with Creeper, even though Creeper's starting off in the back row this time. As we are racing, oh, and Creeper gets held up there on those divided straights coming out of that gate. He jumped the gate and just got held up there big time, as Sunny's out front now. And you coming down here into that drifters, oh, a little bounce over there by Oats. And Bub's trying to make a ways around him, no, but Oats is able to hold him off, but he's going to be Sunny, Oats, and then Bub. That last race, I said these drivers need to keep it good and clean if they want to keep up with Creeper, but it was Creeper that got held up on those divided straights coming out of the gate last time, right about there. This time they're all four out nice and clean as we come down here. There's a nice battle going on as it ends up being Bub out front as Oats is trying to find a way to get around him there in that Armageddon corner. And you got Sunny back there in third place, and it looks like Creeper got held up back there on that killer straight. He is coming down here, folks. I can hear him coming, but the real battle's going to be down here at the end. As we come down here, it is Blue Bub out front, and here comes Oats making a charge, and it's going to be Sunny for second or third place, and followed up by Creeper here at the end. Let's slow this way down here as it was Blue out front, and watch this right here at the end. Looky there at Oats make a late charge, freeze it. It looks like a tie to me, folks. We're going to have to go with the tie for first place, followed up by Sunny. Y'all can see what I did there as I give Oats and Bub the first place finish of 5 points. I thought that was only fair, and I thought it was only fair that I give Sunny a third place 2 points and a fourth place 1 point for Creeper. As they are off and racing as it is, Oats out front now, and we got a little bit of twisty up there on that killer straight. Oats has got a nice lead, but oh, now he gets sideways up there. That could cost him, and it does. That'll allow Sunny to end up taking over first place. Coming down here to the end, it is going to be Sunny, Oats, Creeper, Bub. Last week it was surprisingly Long John got taken out. This week it's Creeper that gets eliminated. He'll have enough points to make it back in that championship round, but he is eliminated surprisingly enough as it is going to be Sunny and Oats. With their 14 points, it's going to be joining both Twilight and Flame in the bonus rounds. Bub will be back next week with his 9 points, but for now let's get ready for some bonus racing action. We are just 3 short days away from the beginning of Custom Carnage. You're going to want to check this out, folks, as we got some of the best builders from around the world joining us in our first ever mail-in tournament. We're going to do a few little changes to the track. You're going to want to check that out and see what that's all about as we start this in 3 days. Bonus racing action times. Up front, we're going to have Oates on the inside, Sunny on the out. In the back row, we have Twilight on the inside, Flame on the out. We are racing. And it's a tight group down that first straightaway. And here we go into that first set of turns. It's still a tight group as you got Oates finally turn to make his move out there front. But there you go. Sunny just takes over at first place there from Oates as we come down here into that Widowmaker run. Down to the final stretch we go. It is going to be Sunny. Oh, Oates, Flame, Twilight. Nice first race of bonus racing action we had here tonight as we check it out one more time. As I do so often, it's a tight group down that first straightaway. Coming down to that first set of turns, you got Oates finally making his move, and then he pulls out there on that killer straight. But coming down here into that Armageddon corner, what a dangerous move by Sunny to make the pass right before it and during it. Then she just goes on there to hold off to a nice first place finish. As we come down here, we are going to watch this down here at the finish line as once again our finish line takes one hell of a beating. We come down here, look at Oates get over, it hits it, boom, gets nailed. Sunny with a nice bit of driving took lap number 1. Let's see what happens here as lap number 2 as we are racing. And it is Twilight that takes just a bit of a lead, but here comes Sunny taking over that lead and puts in a bit of a block there on Twilight, so using a nice defensive maneuver. Oh, look at Sunny trying to get around Twilight there in that Armageddon corner. Does not quite do it. Oh, there goes Oates making a move into third place now. Coming down here to the end, it is going to be Sunny, Twilight, Oates, Flame. Sunny taking the first 2 laps here in this bonus racing action as we get set for race number 3 as we are racing. And it is Twilight out to a little bit of a lead coming down here into that killer straight. She gets, a little messed up, which allows the Flames to take over first and now allows Sunny to take over second. And we got a 3-way fight going on down there. They're spread out nicely. And here we come down to the end. It is going to be Flame, Sunny, Oates, Twilight. Twilight had the lead coming down. We're going to watch this again to see if she was trying to go defensive or if she got spun out by somebody. We're going to come down here to that killer straight right after this first set of turns. And, it looks like she was getting pushed there by Oates and may have spun her out sideways. And looky there, it made her fall all the way back to third place as you had Flame and Sunny taking advantage of the opportunity to move on and past her. Nice group of bonus racing action we've had so far as we get ready for our 4th and final race of the night as we are racing. It is Oates out to a little bit of a lead right there. Oh, looky there. You got Sunny putting in a block there on Twilight and slowing Twilight way down. You got Sunny bouncing all over, or Flame bouncing all over the place there on that killer straight, which is allowing Oates to take a huge lead here. And there goes Flame and then Sunny, and here comes Twilight. I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to end because they are really spread out here, folks. It is Oates, and then Flame, and then Sunny, and here's Twilight. All 4 cars picking up some nice bonus points tonight in this bonus racing action. As Sunny had 15, Oates had 12, Flame with 11, and Twilight with 6. But now it's time to find out who tonight's big winner is. And for the first time this season, it's going to be Sunny. Sunny is our big winner. Boy, that's a good-looking car. I'm surprised nobody picked him. It's a shame because he could do some real damage if he makes it into that championship round. Let's see how tonight's points played out. As you can see, it was Sunny barely edging out Oates there for that big winner spot of the night. Sunny had 29, Oates had 26, Flame with 22, Twilight with 18. And you see how the rest of the field played out. Let's see how the season point standings are. And here's our top 8 after 7 races, folks, as Long John still got that lead up there, followed up by Old Timer, Creeper, Sunny, Ball, Zepton, Oates, and White Wolf are all still in this thing. But I'll tell you what, folks, we got some cars that are lingering back there in the back. Here they are. They're Twilight, Flame, and Bluebird, all waiting to make their move up there to that top 8. And we still got 2, 4, 6 more cars to join us. A huge thank you to all who have joined us here tonight and who joins us throughout each and every race we have, and all the newcomers. Please, please, please hit that like button down there as it does help out the channel. And we'd like to thank all those who make this channel possible that you see here on the screen. And we will see you back here on Tuesday as we kick off Custom Carnage. We're going to be running both events together. Happy racing, race fans!